Today, I'm going to be speaking about a very significant menace that has been devouring the world, and that is liver diseases, in particular primary liver cancer. Why does this deserve some attention? Before I go into that, I introduce myself. I am Dr. Liddell, a gastroenterologist with a special interest in liver diseases and liver cancer. I've got some research and done some preliminary work that aimed at detecting the metabolites in urine for early diagnosis of liver cancer. That has been published and is available should you need to read some of its contents. Now to the topic. Liver cancer is divided into two forms, the primary form and the secondary form. Primary means developing within the liver tissue itself, and secondary means that the cancer has developed elsewhere and deposits have been sent to the liver and therefore made it secondary. The secondary one is of course much more prevalent for obvious reasons that lots of other organs send their deposits to the liver. Primary liver cancer, on the other hand, is not rare. In particular, it's been demonstrated that the prevalence of primary liver cancer is very high in developing countries such as Africa and Southeast Asia. Of course, the prevalence of primary liver cancer has been shown as well to be increasing in incidence in the developed world, which is quite interesting. In particular because most of the data have demonstrated the fact that deaths from many other diseases have been declining in the Western world, whereas deaths from liver diseases, chronic liver diseases, have been increasing in exponential terms, which is a very interesting research finding that has been published and has always been referenced in most liver conferences. This has therefore made it important that a concerted effort be made, in particular because a lot of the problems of deaths is because of lack of recognition or early presentation. Now, most of this video would be watched within the developing country settings because of the very high prevalence of deaths from liver diseases. And therefore most of my statements may be referring to some segments within those regions. For example, why is the deaths from primary liver cancer much more prevalent in developing countries? I will attempt to answer some of these questions in this video, but there would be follow-up videos as well, which will bring up a lot more information to those who are interested. Now, we know that about 400 million people are chronic carriers of hepatitis B virus. And that tells us a lot of volumes because apart from tobacco, hepatitis B has been designated as the second most important carcinogen in humans. It has the potential to initiate as well as promote the development of cancer, and that of the liver in particular. And we know that a significant chunk of the population in developing countries have hepatitis B. Some data have demonstrated the fact that hepatitis B virus can be detected in 1 or even 2 out of every 10 persons residing in developing countries. That again will be a reason why the prevalence of primary liver cancer is very high. There are other reasons. Obviously, the health systems and health structures of countries in which this condition, that is hepatitis B, is residing have a lot to be desired. Obviously, we can't stand here to keep blaming the health systems and health structures. Sometimes those who have this condition have actually resorted to taking wrong decisions, not being helped by the fact that some people have promised cures that are non-existent, and at best falsified with an intention to extract the very meager resources that people suffering from these conditions have. And also we know that there are environmental toxins such as aflatoxin, very common in cereals and legumes, that have been circulating, and those who are exposed to these environmental toxins can also escalate their chances of developing primary liver cancer. Another reason is the consumption of alcohol. In particular, in some regions of Africa, it is known that the local alcohol, for example, burkutu or some others, are produced in iron pots, and some of these ions can release their contents, and which of course are toxic in large amounts to the liver, thereby escalating or supporting the formation of liver cancer. This is it for now. I'd be expecting you to listen to subsequent issues and discussions about the way forward. There's definitely a call to action. If the health systems are not strong enough to help, we've got every right to access information, and in particular because there is the prevalence of use of mobile phones, and a lot of you could not have this information in the past because there was a lack of information available to many. Now that we have this, you can be assured a lot more validated clinical information and up-to-date information regarding hepatitis as well as liver cancer will be available at your doorsteps. Looking forward to getting your comments, and I hope you would be watching out for the next video. Thank you. Bye-bye.